You keep waking up like you've got tomorrow guaranteed, like the clock is on your side, like life is going to wait until you feel ready. And that mindset right there is why so many people die with dreams still locked inside them. Let me tell you something real. Time is undefeated. It doesn't care about your plans, your fears, your excuses, or how much potential you've got. Every second that passes is a second you will never get back. And the tragedy isn't that time runs out. The tragedy is that most people waste it pretending they've got more. When you move like you've got time, you delay your greatness. You say next year, next month, when things calm down, when I feel motivated. But champions don't wait for motivation, they move with urgency. They understand that procrastination is a luxury they can't afford. See, urgency changes how you work. Urgency changes how you focus. Urgency changes what you tolerate. When you know this is your one life and your one chance, you stop playing with your calling like it's a hobby. Some of you are sitting on ideas that could change your family's future, but you keep hitting snooze on your purpose. You're comfortable being almost great. You're comfortable being talented but undisciplined, and comfort is dangerous because it slowly convinces you that average is acceptable. But average is expensive. It costs you your potential. Every day you delay is a day your future self will never forgive you for. Let me be clear, nobody owes you more time, not life, not God, not the world. You already woke up today blessed with breath in your body, strength in your limbs, and opportunity in front of you. That means responsibility is on you. If you really understood how short life is, your effort would be louder than your words. Your grind would be undeniable. You wouldn't need reminders. You'd feel the pressure of purpose every single morning. People say they want success, but they don't move like the clock is ticking. They don't train like this could be their last shot. They don't prepare like failure isn't an option, and the difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't talent, it's urgency. It's the refusal to waste another day complaining about what you didn't get instead of maximizing what you've got. This is not a rehearsal. This is not practice. This is the real thing, and the scariest part isn't failing, it's realizing too late that you never truly tried. So move today, execute today, sacrifice today, because when you finally understand that time is limited, effort becomes unlimited. You don't have time, you have a chance, don't waste it. You keep blaming everything outside of you, but deep down you know the truth. The excuses are costing you your life. Not your breath, not your heartbeat, but your purpose. Your excuses brought a revolution in the DYNAMICS of reasonable. They sound justified. They even sound intelligent. But they are silently stealing the only shot you'll ever get to become who you were meant to be. Pain didn't stop you. Lack didn't stop you. Fear didn't stop you. The story you keep telling yourself did. See, everybody's been through something. Everybody's got a reason why it's hard. But the difference between those who rise and those who remain stuck is simple. Some people use their past as fuel, and others use it as a hiding place. And every time you say, I can't because of, you hand over your power. You tell life, circumstances, and other people that they're in control, and you sit back and wait like a victim. But victims don't win, and this world doesn't reward excuses, it rewards execution. You don't get a bonus life because you had it rough. You don't get extra chances because you were overlooked, underestimated, or unsupported. This is it. One life. One chance, and every excuse you make today becomes a regret you'll carry tomorrow. You think excuses protect you from failure, but all they really do is protect you from growth. Growth requires discomfort. Growth requires accountability. Growth requires you to look in the mirror and say, I don't like where I am, but I'm responsible for where I'm going. Some of you are waiting for permission to go all in. You're waiting for someone to believe in you, support you, fund you, motivate you. Let me tell you something, you don't need permission to work hard. You don't need approval to be disciplined. You don't need validation to chase greatness. Nobody is coming to save you, and once you accept that, you become dangerous in the best way possible. Your circumstances may explain your struggle, but they will never justify your surrender. You can acknowledge the pain without bowing to it. You can recognize the obstacles without making them your identity, because the moment you stop making excuses is the moment you take your power back. And when you take your power back, effort increases, discipline sharpens, and results follow. So drop the excuses. Not tomorrow, not next week, today, because excuses don't disappear with time, they compound, and the longer you hold on to them, the heavier the regret becomes. This is your one shot. Own it. You don't accidentally become great. Nobody stumbles into excellence. Average is what happens when you live on autopilot, when you do what's easy, when you blend in instead of standing up. Greatness, on the other hand, is a decision, a daily, deliberate choice to demand more from yourself than anyone else ever will. And when you understand this is your one life, and your one chance, average stops being an option. See, most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they lack standards. They let their mood dictate their effort. They let comfort set the bar. They work hard when they feel like it and rest when it gets uncomfortable. But champions don't live by feelings, they live by commitment. They show up tired, they show up unmotivated, they show up anyway. That's the separation. That's where greatness lies. Every single choice you make is a vote for the life you're building. The way you wake up, the way you train, the way you speak to yourself, the way you handle pressure, none of it is neutral. You're either moving closer to purpose or deeper into regret. And when you choose average, what you're really choosing is convenience over calling. But convenience never builds legacy. Greatness costs something. It costs sleep. It costs comfort. It costs saying no to people who don't understand your vision. It costs discipline when nobody is watching and consistency when nobody is clapping. And most people aren't willing to pay that price. They want the results without the sacrifice, the applause without the grind. But the truth is, you can't fake the work. Life exposes effort every time. When you decide to be great, you stop negotiating with yourself. You stop lowering the standard when it gets hard. You stop asking, is this enough? And start asking, is this my best? Because your best is the only thing that honors the fact that you were given this one chance to live. So choose greatness on the days you're tired. Choose discipline on the days you're discouraged. Choose excellence when nobody is watching. Because average is easy, and easy will never forgive you when you realize you could have been more. Decide today. One day, whether you're ready or not, you're going to look back on this season of your life, not with the eyes you have now, but with the clarity that only time gives. And in that moment, excuses won't matter. Circumstances won't matter. All that will matter is one question. Did you give it everything you had, or did you leave something in the tank? Because regret doesn't come from failing. It comes from knowing you never fully showed up. Your future self is watching the decisions you're making right now. The discipline you skip today becomes the struggle you inherit tomorrow. The effort you avoid today becomes the apology you'll wish you could make later. And the hardest apology in life is the one you owe yourself. That's why you can't afford to live casually when your future is on the line. You don't get to rewrite this chapter once it's over. Legacy isn't built at the finish line, it's built in the unseen moments. The early mornings when nobody's cheering, the late nights when quitting would be easier, the lonely seasons when belief has to come from within because external validation is nowhere to be found. That's where character is formed. That's where confidence is earned. And that's where you decide whether you're going to live with pride or with regret. Some of you keep telling yourself you'll go all in later, later when things slow down, later when you feel more confident, later when the timing feels right, but later is a lie we tell ourselves to avoid discomfort. The truth is, the time will never be perfect, but your commitment can be. And when you commit fully, you stop surviving and start building something that outlives you. Live in a way that makes your future self proud. Not impressed proud, proud of the effort, proud of the discipline, proud that you didn't quit when it got hard. Proud that you didn't waste the gift of one life chasing comfort instead of purpose. Empty the tank. Leave nothing undone, because when the moment comes to look back, peace comes from knowing you gave life everything you had. No regrets, no apologies, just pride.